My name is Luke Williams and I've started with a level 3 advanced apprenticeship back in 2016. It was a 4-year advanced apprenticeship and I moved on to do a HNC in the 3rd year, and now I work at AMS Nuclear and started as a designer and have worked through up to engineering manager. So my current role day to day is pretty much managing a team of 6 engineers that vary between postgraduates, apprentices and basically very time served chaps that are more likely to retire in the next 5 years or so. Day to day managing their workload and our technical compliance with British standards and any European standards or client specific standards. Also look at how we strategically grow that element of the business, and that's from skill set, different types of people and what they bring, so what knowledge they have. You know, it's quite a broad breadth day in and day out. I wouldn't say engineering necessarily was to a point. Very sporty growing up, very big into motorbikes and bicycles. Originally thought I was going to potentially go down the motorsport route. Didn't, mainly because I went to apprenticeship evening at Bridgwater College and spoke to a company there that were in the oil and gas industry and was quite interested in it, and applied for the apprenticeship and got the apprenticeship and went along doing electrical and electronics, and it's kind of led me to this path now. Personally, quite enjoy managing people to a point, and also very much enjoy the strategic side of business and getting the most out of each individual. It can be quite rewarding. My best part about my job is really seeing others succeed. As the manager, you kind of get to see a lot of that based on the sort of tasks you give people that are stretching their knowledge, any training exercises we do that maybe align with what they're learning at college or university, and also their own continued professional development. So my main point is I really enjoy seeing others succeed. The most unexpected thing about my job is probably my transition into this role at this point in my career. I think I probably kind of knew where I wanted to go quite early on, but didn't necessarily expect to basically learn and grow sort of the character traits and the knowledge that I'd need to be able to undertake this role in this type of industry as well. There's a lot of legislation, a lot of standards, a lot of compliance, so pretty happy with that. I think the time at UCS definitely helped with my mindset in terms of knowing that you can keep progressing, and that was mainly through the sort of pathway, starting from my apprenticeship and going through the higher education route. Also had a good few tutors that had come from industry, come back in, so they could give a lot of guidance on things that they enjoyed, didn't enjoy, things to look out for if I decided to go down that route. I did have a big interest in programmable logic controllers, so one of the chaps that was at UCS at my time was from industry and very knowledgeable, and he taught us a lot. Some of the really good points at UCS were sort of the engineering facilities. So the workshop that we did our PEO in at the time was really helpful. We were able to do a lot of manual work at that time. Obviously now I'm more at a desk, so it's slightly different, but having that facility available to us to learn at the early stages of your career really help you actually visualise what you're designing in the future. As we progressed during my time at UCS, I managed to go into sort of the robotics and PLC side, where we had a robot upstairs, and we got to program that to pick up blocks and little conveyor systems, traffic lights, etc. Those sorts of things, the application specific stuff is what helps prepare you for what I class as the real world working jobs in engineering. So it's a big positive. So after graduating, I kind of felt pretty ready to go with work, and I would suggest some of that comes from the apprenticeship route that I took. That was staggered, so I did a number of days in the working environment, a number of days in college, but the tools and the health and safety side of things that we were taught and things to look out for made you very aware of what's good practice, what's bad practice, And you can make your own judgment on that, but fundamentally the core key principles that you need to abide by in any working environment, in particular an engineering environment, were provided. So I was quite capable to move into the working environment and start learning some even more practical applications. From a H&C perspective, I think it's mainly just be prepared that it is harder, there's more work to be done, the assignments are more complicated, but it sets you up for a different type of role. In many cases, if you sort of stay, especially in the nuclear industry, if you were to complete like a level 3 apprenticeship, you'd typically be very much more hands-on, whereas if you go to the higher education, you would typically move into maybe a more office-based role, whether that's design, projects, quality, there's lots of other options, but yeah, that typically is what happens. So yeah, be prepared to put in the time, but it pays off in the future, so it's well worth it. The proudest moment has probably been getting into the position I'm in now. I had a few years from sort of when I finished my HNC, went to a few different companies, got some different experience in different industries, and then on the whim ended up with a role here, and really just the environment has really helped me grow, and the support I've basically started as a designer, and just worked my way up through, and it's been good. I think you should study at UCS because they have a very clear pathway and a lot of knowledge from industry relevant people. These people will help guide you if you're willing to ask the questions. So in all these scenarios, and in my experience, everything goes both ways. So if you put in the work, you get as much back. Even if you're not looking at an apprenticeship and you come in, then the skills that are provided at any of those levels will set you up well for whatever role it is in engineering you want to walk into. Obviously, there's more practical applications, more office-based applications, and there's still the real-world experience, but many of the things that are taught will directly help you to translate that learning into actually real-world environments.